it's like psychopathic way. They're enjoying your pain. They want to tear apart mothers and children. They want to take your children away from you. That's why I didn't have any more children. I only have one child. And that child was taken away from me. And I didn't want to bring any more children into this world that will be taken away from me and going to suffer without their mother. Child Protection Services, Children's Aid, it's set up to take our children. Most children they got are black children. That's why right now I am an activist. I'm part of a community action for families, fighting with CAS. And on Monday tomorrow I will be giving a speech at Ryerson University, social services students, to talk about children's aid system, how it's been set up, how they take your kids away from you. I have been taken away. My child was born here. My child was born here, and they told me, "Oh, your child has a better life than you. You're jealous of your child." How could I be? I'm really happy for my child having a better life than I did in Somalia as a child. This system, it's not only the police, it's the whole system. Children's aid have got the power, police got the power, politicians got the power, the rich people got the power, these companies got the power. And that's what's going on. And it's really stressing, and it burdens my life and my mental health. My mental health too. I don't have any addictions. I don't even smoke, but my mental health, like my depression, it gives me depression, anxiety, post-stress traumatic disorder, because I'm a child of war. Like I came from Somalia in a war. And I also went to Yemen, and Yemen there was a war again. So I went through civil wars, two different countries. Understand? And I come here, and finally, when I thought that I'm gonna have a good life and good dream, my dreams have been shattered. And my child also is going through right now some kind of post-trauma. A child that's children's aid coming 2-year-old and taken away from their mother. And my child is right now, I have my child back, but it was really hard. And they shattered that bonding. There's a bonding trauma, that bonding stage, that mother and child supposed to be bonded. That's when they came, and that's when they take the children. And it was, our relationship didn't get good until lately. We had a lot of bonding relationship problems. That's the system. This is the system of slavery. This is the legacy of slavery. And also welfare. They withhold your check and they don't give your money. I had an 11-month-old, my daughter was 11 months old. I was breastfeeding. When they withhold my check, my welfare check, I lost 40 pounds. I didn't know where to go find a food bank. I didn't know anything. The shelter worker came to my house. It was a coincidence. And I said, I don't what's going on? I said, this is what's going on. She called, she advocated for me. She called, do you know this woman lost 40 pounds? And I was fortunate to get some food from the shelter, Red Door Shelter. That's the system.
That's here in Toronto?
Yeah, here in Toronto.
How long have you been in Toronto?
I will be on 22 years in September. And look at the way I'm living. And I don't think those newcomers who just got here, they're gonna suffer too, like the same way I have suffering. These refugees who think that they're gonna finally they landed a paradise, they will find soon. They will soon find out. This is not a paradise. That's how I have lived here more than I have lived in Somalia. I left Somalia when I was very young, 15.
And tell people your name.
My name is Asha. Yeah. So it's all interconnected. The whole system is interconnected. You are not only fighting with only police, you're fighting with CAS, you're fighting with social services, you're fighting with the social programs, you're fighting with housing. You're going to get evicted. You don't know if you are coming or going. You are really, it takes so much toll. Yeah, that's why I'm having so much problems with my health too. I have a diabetes now. I have my mental health is going very bad. Depression, anxiety, mood disorders, and going through. It's so much for me as a single mother to deal with. And but finally, the only thing my child is 18 now, so it's a legal age. But it's still, 18-year-old is still, she's still in school, so she still depends on me. She's a dependent adult. That's my story. It's really hard when you don't have no family. That's even worse. Like
You
me,
came here as an orphan?
I was an orphan in Somalia. I didn't have parents, no mother, no father. I stayed with my abusive aunt, and I was burdened to her because I was an extra mouth to feed.
You were what?
I was she didn't like the responsibility, taking care of another child that's not hers. And when I came here, first time I met my father. He sponsored me. But then a week after I got here, he abused me. So because I wasn't what he expected, I wasn't. He idealized about me that something that I am not. My potential. I didn't have. I was struggling with my post-trauma stress disorder, flashbacks about my life in childhood. I was struggling with. I wasn't able to do anything because. But I went to high school.
You're in Toronto?
Yeah, I went to Rosedale Heights Secondary School. My father left me. My daughter's father abandoned me. My father abandoned me. It was just me and my daughter, and I had to be strong to raise this child, even though I was fighting with the system, with children's aid. Who didn't want my child to give my child back to me. They did not want to. They want to take my child away from me, and they took it. My child was with them maybe like 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, about a year, from 2 to 4 years old when she was. I'm grateful that I got my child back because I know there are other mothers who don't.
When did you get your child back?
I got my child back when she was 4. but then I was supervised until she was 9. And to get your child back is not easy. There are some kind of, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, there are programs you have to go through. There's a psychologist that you have to see, psychiatrist. I stayed in a cottage house, big cottage house owned by CAS for 2 weeks. Camera everywhere. They were watching me. They said, we want to see how you parent. We stayed in that cottage house. No, we never went outside. It was just me and my daughter, that big house, the camera everywhere, and they will come in the morning to see us behind a black glass.
And how long was that? Did that last?
2 weeks we stayed there.
Oh, this is when you first got your child back at
Yeah.
she was age 4.
Yeah, and even though I did all what they told me to do in order to get my child back, they didn't want to give me. They had a team meeting. Everyone was there, the children's aid worker, the children's aid supervisor, whatever, and my CODA worker. And I was kicked out of the meeting. They said, we are having this. You are not included. Get out. They didn't want to give my child to me, but finally they did. My CODA worker told me. She advocated for me. There are a lot of mothers who were born even here that don't get their children back. That's the system. I want to shut down. We want to shut down that system. We want alternatives. Alternative of children's aid. That system is a system of stealing our children legally, kidnapping our children legally, apprehending our children legally. We want to shut down that system.
Right on.
Okay? We want an alternative system. We are not saying that children are not supposed to be protected. Children need to be protected, yes, but not kidnapping and stealing our children, but another alternative organization we want.
What type of system would you like to see?
The system
Or do you help instead of taking the child away? For starters.
we want to have a system that keeps families together. Keep a system that helps us, not the system that separates children and parents. We want a system says, that want to help us, not to tear us apart. And lies about us, things that we didn't do. I was being discriminated against as being a child of orphan in Somalia. Why my past in Somalia? That's not my fault.
Yep. I know. Black Lives Matter. That's where we're at now in front of Toronto Police Headquarters. This is day 14, by the way. Black Lives Matter Toronto occupying Toronto Police Headquarters, and I think it's great. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, I think it's great, and I don't know what's going on today, but I think like it's about to come to end. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure. Things are getting a little bit quiet here, and I think we're gonna depart soon. Like maybe I know. I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's up to organizers, because I'm not an organizer. I'm just a participant. Just to come and go. It's a little bit emotional because it's going to end soon, I think. And I have put so much energy and so much effort his, and it was a successful occupation. It was working,
Yeah.
and I think I don't know if the reason we came here has been accomplished. The goals have been accomplished or not. I don't know, but some of the goals have been accomplished. So it was really, I'm glad that SIU are going to be they're going after SIU for transparency. The city will do something. And I don't know if this gonna be another police SIU investigating another police investigating another police. It looks, but we want a civilians investigating SIU.
Civilians, yeah.
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 Yeah. The system is very. I have to be careful, and I have to. Also, my daughter, who is a teenager now. I also don't wanna. I don't want her to get arrested and get a criminal record, and so she can't even get a job later on. I have to keep and watch my child too. This system. That's all it is. That's all they wanna.
Well, I've known you for over 4.5 years since Occupy. Can you imagine? That was 4.5 years ago.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's good to see you. I mean.
Yeah, I was there too. That the day of encampment, the day they were
Day one.
destroying.
Which was October 15th, Saturday, October 15th, 2011.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a beautiful?
It was a beautiful time.
40
day.
days and 40 nights, the biblical. 40 that was occupied.
Yeah.
And now since Occupy Toronto loves live stream.
Yeah.
They love, as soon as you saw me with the camera, and then you're, hey, yar!
Yeah,
you done
live
this so many times with me.
Yeah, I did, and I'm still on Facebook. I know what's going on. I show up all the events that's happening in the city that I'm able to show up. OCAP is going to have another event, gentrification or something like that. I will, so.
Now, maybe it's just me, but Occupy was 4.5 years ago, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the best thing that's happened to Toronto since Occupy. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think after that, we have accomplished some of the needs, some of the things that we wanted to accomplish. So on Friday, the city of Toronto has passed. We were at the city hall
Unanimously. So explain what the motion was and what happened.
What happened was I was sitting there. I was there the whole time. 2 o'clock, 2 p.m.
Mike Layton presented the motion.
It was Mike Layton tweeting, and then one of the organizers were saying that Mayor Toronto, Mayor John Tory, you haven't been listening to us, something like that she was saying. And the mayor says, oh, I'm not going to, he says, clear out the chambers, go, and they left. And the security kicked us out of the prison.
Wow.
The security told us to clear the chambers. So we left the chambers.
And we have the right to be there when they're in session, council's in session.
They said that you guys are making up, I don't know. One person talked and said, Mayor, we want accountability. And he didn't like that. And he said, clear the chambers and security, do your work.
And one of the demands that the organizers of this action here wanted is to meet publicly with John Tory.
And he said, yeah.
Well, he said he'd meet them privately, and as I understand it, and needs to be confirmed, but as I understand it, the mayor wanted to meet with them privately, and the people said no because they don't want another politician that says one thing privately behind closed doors and does another thing. They wanted him to come here and talk to them publicly in front of everybody, in front of the media. So if he promised anything, so he declined to come here, and then he clears the.
Yeah.
And the vote was unanimous.
We told them that we are occupying here for the college. We're to find out if you wanna come and talk to us. Some of the ladies said, and they are young people, so they understand, and they spoke, and that's all. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
That was great.
Yeah, it was great. I just showed up to support, and that's it. Yeah, occupy, please.
Yes. Thank you, Asha.
Thank you.
Yar.
Yar.
They say yar in Somalian? Wow.
Yeah. That's what they say?
Yeah, yar. Yar in any language is yar. Yar in Icelandic is yar. Yar in French is yar.
Thank you.
Yar. Thank you, Asha. That was great. Yar.
Yar. Oh, here is the guy from the color of property. He's from campaign 2000.
Oh, okay.
The color of property.
Well, unlike Occupy Toronto, where everybody loves the live stream, I totally respect this here. Some people are camera shy, so I'm not as free flowing with the camera, and I don't mind that. But just or else, I know you're in the rhythm like me, but it's fine.
All right, no problem.
But it's the best thing to happen in Toronto.
Yeah, it's the best.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, but we are focusing on Black lives right now because we have been targeted.
Can I interview you or you're eating? I'll wait.
I always have fun.
Hey, Rise is on.
Yeah.
Rise PDX is on. Who gave you your hashtag?
Yeah.
My class.
I'm back.
You want to thank Rise in Portland, Oregon?
Yes. I thank you, Rise, for the name Elder McLeod.
Put some light on you. Hey, there you are.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. And Rise, I thank you for that name, because that name, Elder McLeod, suits me, But, I'm going to keep as young a young elder, as long as I can. But I like being on the internet, and I like being on the TV, and I like being around the world because I can look to the stars now and really see the stars. There's plenty of stars around this place the last week, And life is really good if you really want that life. Because that's all you can expect is life to get better and better and better.
Now, Asha, she was with Occupy Toronto. She talked about what happened last Monday during the raid. So can you summarize when the cops a week ago, last Monday, she said like you did, about 3 dozen. She thought it was like 40. They came out of that door, right? You were here?
Yeah, and they knocked the tents down, and they put out the fire in the barrel.
And some people, we don't know if they're fire department or whatnot, with hazmat suits. So how many people with hazmat suits? That's like the biological hazmat from head to toe.
Yes.
How many, what, 3 or 4?
Yes.
Now, what did they do?
They pushed everything down. They pushed the tents down. There was some nice tents here, but they're gone now. Because of them, they poke holes through everything, you know?
Talk about the and I didn't know this, but you said that just before the police came, the media came.
Yep.
Talk about that. That was
Check
weird,
it
wasn't
out.
it?
Yeah, I believe the police called the media to watch them tear these tents down. I think it was to send a message that, you know, don't mess with us. And I think the Toronto police are, you know, vicious. They're just a bunch of gangsters, you know? They have no care for humanity. As long as they're making that 1.5 billion a year that Toronto taxpayers pay for, they have a big party with it, you know? And it's not nice what these people are about, you know? Once you get a gun and a badge, you can do anything you want. And, and like I say, instance, Sammy Hutine, 18, on that streetcar, you know? The poor man was brandishing a knife, and right away, that one officer shot him dead or emptied the gun in him, you know?
Yeah. Empty the clip.
And then they tased him after he was already dead. What a awful bunch of people, you know?
Yeah.
So that, am I going to be safe when I ride the TTC? And the TTC didn't even do nothing. I wish I was the mother of Sammy. I would have sued the pants off of him, made a big lawsuit over that. Sue TTC and John Tory and a whole bunch of them.
And now for the worldwide audience, TTC is the Toronto Transit Commission. It's the local transit system.
Yes, you know, they let this poor young man get shot dead, you know?
18-year-old Sammy Yakim.
Yes.
Yakim, and yeah.
You know,
We got a Cree elder, Ron, over there as well. Ron, can I interview you?
Yeah?
Can I interview you?
No.
Okay, oh, you got to go back. Okay. We'll interview.
come here. This is a nice lady to interview.
Does she want to be on camera?
Nice lady.
Do you want to be on the live stream?
Huh? She would love an interview with you.
Would you like to be on the live stream, live to the world? Okay.
Come on.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Here's a nice lady you could interview.
But I don't know. It's not like Occupy, right? You know, I'm careful with that, and I told you.
Here's a brother that would like to say something.
You want to be on live stream, live to the world?
Huh?
You want to be live to the world?
We're gonna not be.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Day 14.
Yes.
How many people are watching us?
There's going to be hundreds in the end,
Okay.
right? Because you know, live stream, it's instantly archived, right? So, and then I'm going to transfer it to YouTube as well,
Okay, good.
right? And there's the website. See on the ladder, I posted the live stream. You might want to take a picture of it. It's snowing here. And just so people know, I posted it in a few places, but this is the official Black Lives Movement Toronto live stream channel, what you're watching now, and you're live streaming what you're watching. And there's the other hashtag, YAR Media. YAR. It's a snowy, cold day. It's going to be a cold night. At midnight it'll be day 15, and today is Saturday. Rewind. It's Sunday, April 3rd, 2016 for the Deep Archives. And it's a snowy day for April. Just getting some of the vibe and discussion on day 14. Beautiful, peaceful vibe. The music's been amazing. The gospel singles yesterday, oh my God. There's a First Nations presence, Sikh, Tamil, Jewish, all Asian, South Asian, Filipinos, Brazilians. A lot of people from the Black Lives Matter movement throughout the U.S. have come up, and others who have talked to the organizers here. And I was invited here by the First Nations people here. In the corner there has been the First Nations people, and they called me on Wednesday, and I came here around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they introduced me to the organizers, and we talked for a half hour, and they worked it through, and they were glad to have me here, and I've been here ever since. And yeah, there's always been a police presence. So right now it's car 5202. Earlier was 5242. And of course, typical police tactics. They send in a lot of psychos to try and disrupt. And yeah, so but we're very familiar. It's been very peaceful. And Rise PDX is on Untold Carlisle from DC, bro. What's happening? Bro, let me throw this in the my butt in the butt can. And Yahar, hello.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Are you live right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you mind being interviewed?
Yes, I can't be interviewed right now.
Okay.
I would love to chat with you for a little bit later.
Sure.
That's okay.
Beautiful. And Yar. And yes, Carlisle, how you doing? So this is day 14 of the Black Lives Matter Toronto chapter on a snowy night, occupying Toronto Police Headquarters, and at midnight it'll be day 15, and this is that's the hashtag, official live stream channel. There's another hashtag. And by the way, their official Twitter profile is at BLM_TO. That's at BLM_TO. It's over here. You can't really see the underscore, but it's, yeah. And yeah, I've been here since last Wednesday when I got the word about this. I was up north in Sault Ste. Marie, invited by some of the Ojibwe elders, because Algoma University is having in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, having an anti-smudge policy, and so there's a public meeting, and I was invited by the elders and the clan mothers to live stream the public meeting and get the word out. So this is very much a snowy day. Police, I mean, even though this is police headquarters, we have this sign up, Black Lives Matter. Toronto. This is just in the last year we have a new mayor, but a new police chief. Toronto's first black police chief, Mark Saunders, appointed by the new mayor. Toronto, April 3rd. Eagle fly by says, "What happened to Spring D?" This is Toronto. That's 18-year-old Syrian youth, Sami Yatim, Yatim, Sammy double M, Sammy, last name Yatim, shot dead. Yeah, I'm reading the live chat for those of you watching in the archives, which is on my screen as the live streamer, but doesn't appear in the archives. Justice for Andrew Local, police have blood on their hands. This all started last July 5th, 2015. Andrew Local, L-O-K-U, was shot dead by 2 police officers. And the SAIU, which is a provincial Ontario watchdog for the police, but it's made up 95% ex-police officers or so, and they issued a report saying the police, they didn't even name the officers. So, all that time, almost 9 months or so, even the SIU report didn't name the 2 officers involved. This is the police chief, Mark Saunders, barely in office for a year. His office is right there. It's Toronto Police Headquarters. And they didn't even name the officers, and they didn't find them at all culpable. And this is what infuriated people, and this is why Black Lives Matter Toronto chapter started this occupation on March 20th, 14 days ago. And that's what tipped this camel's back into doing this. Jermaine Carby, Peel region, which is just attached to the northern boundaries of Toronto, another youth, Palestinians in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. A lot of groups from all walks of life have come together. Labor, Ontario Federation of Labor, which is the umbrella group for all unions here in the province of Ontario, and most major unions in Canada are headquartered here. So it's a very, they supported Black Lives Matter. So many great restaurants brought food. We've been eating very, very good. It reminds me totally of Occupy. Absolutely. I mean, Occupy Toronto and the Occupy movement was 4.5 years ago, and surely this is the best thing to happen to Toronto since Occupy. That's for sure. No justice, no peace. And this was done because last Monday, is that March 28th? Yes. The police raided. And the police is not to be kicking children, but they did. Shame, shame, no justice, no peace. They violently attacked men, women, and children here, right here. There was tents. They destroyed them. They had 3 or 4 people with full body hazmat suits, those biological suits with buckets of guck that they put out the fire, and which was just in a barrel. It wasn't a sacred fire. It was just a regular fire in a barrel, which had been that would have been day 8. Started 2 weeks ago today, and yeah, we're at 40 College Street. There's Yonge Street over there, and that's looking west. That is Bay Street, which is the Wall Street of Canada. City Hall is behind there. That's not City Hall, but in that direction, literally not that far, 5-10 minute walk from here to City Hall. And then Bay Street, the whole stock market. And there's car 5202. And, you know, it's strange how all of a sudden the media arrived. And then out those doors there, the main doors, come about 40 police officers. So I wonder who called the media. So the media shows up, and then the cops do what they did so that, you know, they have their images for their archives and to continually show when they refer back to this over the years, you know, the violence, even though this is very peaceful. There was men, women, and children here. And they came twice, once at 8 and then at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think for now, I'm gonna save this, and stay tuned, follow me here, follow me on Twitter, and I'll always tweet. You'll be notified when I go live. And I need to, on my smartphone here, I need to wipe it down. It's all full of snow. It's wild, but it's Toronto. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Untold Carlisle. Yes, Rise PDX in Portland. Untold Carlisle in DC. And Eagle Flyby, ER. Alrighty, my name is D. Shanger. I'm a mod and live stream director here at Occupy Toronto since day 1, about 4.5 years ago. And yar yar and yar. I am here for the long haul, so stay tuned. Okay, I'll be back later on tonight. So thank you, folks, and yar yar and yar and yar. Ciao, folks. Okay, I'll be back later on tonight.